Roofless Church. How's it going? It's Pedro here talking to you this morning while I'm making some strawberry pancakes for my daughter. This morning I want to talk to you about happiness and joy. So to me, there's two words for almost every feeling that we use to categorize our state of being. One word, from my opinion, is more of a word that comes from God or the universe or whatever you want to call it. And then the other word comes from us. And the word that comes from us is a synthetic version of the word that we're really looking for. So, for example, happiness and joy. Like, to me, happiness is overrated because happiness generally comes from something outside of ourselves. We usually think if we achieve something outside of ourselves, we're going to be happy. We say, oh, well, if I get this, I'll be happy. If I get that, I'll be happy, blah, blah, blah. And joy comes from within. Joy is like a life that's within us that we give out into the world. And when we're putting joy out into the world, obviously we're feeling it because we're putting it out. You know, it's like being a well. Water comes out of the well and people receive water from the well, but the water is also bubbling up from within that well. And so the well doesn't lose anything by giving, you know, and in fact, it probably helps the well out. Anyway, that's the same thing with happiness and joy. Happiness just runs out. It lasts only as long as that feeling that you get from whatever it is that you're looking for. So if you say, oh man, when I get this new dress, I'm going to be happy. If I get this new computer, man, I'm going to be happy. And yeah, you will be happy, but it's only going to last for as long as that initial sensory kind of feeling comes about. And as soon as that wears off, which probably won't be that long, the happiness goes away and then you need something else. So because of that, most of us become happiness addicts. You know, especially, I don't want to put down our country or anything like that, but we do a lot of marketing. We do a lot of things to help people not feel happy with their situation so that they can feel that happiness out there somewhere when they get that whatever that they're supposed to get. And then we all know that the happiness isn't going to last. So, hey, why not just be upfront about it and just keep putting stuff out there so that we can get happy. But getting happy is a one-sided thing, and when you give joy, it's perpetual. When you give joy, the joy from within you that you give out into the world, it always comes back. It's always reciprocal. So the more joy you give, the more joy comes back to you. But when you get happiness, you're getting happiness from somewhere else, and then it's like snatching a flower out of the roots. You see a beautiful flower, you snatch it up, you're happy, but the flower's dying. That's just how it goes, you know. So I'm just trying to put that out there because I know that there are many of you out there that aren't happy. And the fact is, you'll never will be. Nothing will ever make you happy because happiness is overrated. Happiness, no offense to happiness, but it doesn't really exist, in my opinion. It's something that we make up because we are not looking for the truth within ourselves, the joy that is actually who we are. We come from God, and God is love, God is joy. But the joy that comes from God isn't the joy that the world puts out there. You know, it's not that. It's something that we know intrinsically. It's something that when we were kids, we used to find it in everything, in a paper box, a flat balloon with no air in it. I mean, all sorts of things when we were kids, because the joy within us, we projected it out into the world, and so we saw it in everything. But then when we got older, somehow we forgot about that, and we started thinking that the joy was out there somewhere, and it wasn't something that we brought with us to places and to situations and to things. And so joy started becoming less present in our lives, and so we sought happiness elsewhere. We believed a lie that the happiness was out there somewhere, and now we just keep looking for it, and we never find it. And it's hard for us to accept that because, like most addictions, we do a lot of stupid things because of the things we're addicted to. And then when we start to become sane or become sober, we start feeling a little guilty. And then we start thinking like, holy crap, what did I do in my pursuit of happiness that hurt people or hurt myself? And we don't want to face it. So what do? We do what any addict will do. We try to get a bigger fix. That's what we do. And most people just won't admit it. So if you want to be happy, hey, look, I'm not the person to talk to because I'm going to call it out. I don't even trust my own happiness. So, and there's no offense to happiness. Like I said, you might get a little happiness. My kids are going to be happy when she sees strawberry pancakes. But you know how long it's going to last? It's going to last as long as that taste in her mouth lasts. As soon as it's over, she's going to forget she had it. She's going to poop, and it's going to be gone. It's going to be like it never happened. And that's how happiness is. But joy might come from the moment where I share these pancakes with her and she's happy, quote unquote, that she got them. But there's also going to be a joy there that she's spending time with her dad, eating something that she really enjoys. And she'll just remember that feeling or that energy or whatever you want to call it of spending that moment with me, enjoying something, just whatever. And she'll be able to tap into that, and that lasts forever. So I'm hoping that the joy that you look for, the joy that you find within yourself, that you receive that and know that you can go back to that anytime because it's always there. And happiness, well, let it be what it is, but don't overdo it because you don't want to be a happy addict. Because once you get on that stuff, you're always going to need a bigger fix. And eventually, the fix is going to do what it's supposed to do. It's going to break you because you're not broken. That kind of doesn't make that much sense, but if you're feeling me, you know what I'm talking about. You know, they said, if it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it. Well, what I mean is you're not broken. You're filled with joy. And when you try to add happiness or replace your joy with happiness, it's not going to work, bro and sisters. Anyway, my dad's calling me, or my daughter's calling me, so I got to go. But hopefully we'll connect soon, as I like to put out there and say. Take care. Bye.